It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Good morning. Today is my daughter's birthday. I know she's not up yet. Should I call her? Should I call my child? Today is her birthday. Today is the 30th, the day before New Year's Eve. Y'all get up in here and get up in here. Let me call my baby. Hold on. Today my baby birthday. She made 22 today, y'all. She got a little whip, so she be, she might not answer. Let me see. Today my baby birthday. I have to say that first.
Hello?
Shook. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, I love you. Today's the day you were born. How do you feel? 22. That's a big deal.
I know.
How do you feel? You feel any different from 21?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I feel like 21, you still kind of a child.
Girl, so 22, you grown.
Yep.
Go ahead on. All right. Well, I was calling to tell you happy birthday. I'm on live. The whole crew at Voodoo Doll TV are saying happy birthday to you. Happy 22. So I said, I got to call my baby. Today is her birthday. You're the first thing I did when I got on live. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you.
I love you more. Thank you.
And I can't wait for your future because it's going to be lit. Okay?
Yep.
All right. I love you, Suge. I'll talk to you in a few, okay?
Okay, I love you more.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. Later.
Later.
Now, that calls for me to play the happy birthday song for my child, okay? Yay. About to put the song up. Y'all better roll them cakes out. Y'all better roll them cakes out. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Roll the cakes out. I'm about to put my baby song on. Happy birthday to my child. 22 years ago, I was in labor for 21 hours. Do you hear me? 21 hours, but she came on through. Happy birthday to my child. Love her so much more than anything, anybody in the world. And it's her day. All day. Wish you a Capricorn? It's the Cat people. Let's get into it. Drop them cakes. Happy birthday, Suge. I love you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to my child. I was a child having a child. I was 19. See, what happens is when you think you're grown and you move out your mama's house, you get pregnant. That's what happened to me, girl. Thought I was grown. I'm with my boyfriend. We gonna be married. We gonna be together forever. And then boom. Now I got a belly in front of me. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to the young girls. If you're on here, please don't think you're grown. Because soon as you think you're grown, you get pregnant. This is a fact. Now, y'all can sit up here and say, well, the video, that's not true. No, it is definitely true. Soon as you think you're grown, and you tell your mama, I'm grown, you end up pregnant. So yeah, that was the story. And that's what happened. 19 having a child. But I made it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to all the support from my mama, because I couldn't do it without my mama. My mama had my baby more than me most of the time. So, it just is what it is. Shout out to my family support, everybody that don't have that, okay? But we got to get right into the show, because I got to get ready to go up to the city for New Year's Eve. So thank you for the super chat, Truth Be Told channel. Thank you, my love. Happy birthday from We Call BS. Girl, you done changed your name a million times. Shout out We Call BS, man. Every time you come on here, you got a new name. Girl, what's going on? What's going on? Shout out to We Call BS, aka Truth Be Told channel. Shout out. If y'all go check out Truth Be Told channel, y'all. What's up? Thank you, my love. I'm gonna tell my baby you say happy birthday, and I'm gonna send her. No, I ain't sending her them $20. I just spent 15 racks on my own money, cash. Thank you for the reimbursement. I'm just playing. I'm gonna send it to her. Thank you, That's Just D, for the super chat. Good morning. Good morning, That's Just D. We got a show to get into, okay? We got a show to get into. Y'all get in here. It's an earlier Joce, but it is what it is. Now, a few things we're going to discuss. Angie Stone and her health care. Apparently, Miss Stone ain't doing so well. Katt Williams apologizes to Michael Jackson about his jokes. Vivek and the Republicans with Elon turn on the clears. We're going to get to that. Jay-Z, is Jay-Z threatening the bloggers? According to a hot blogger on YouTube, that's exactly what's happening, and he got receipts. Travis Hunter signs to Lil Wayne. No wonder he was at the doggone thing. Eve is the new Get Out. She got a clear family, and everybody want to champion her, but I see something different. Erykah Badu talks about how woke is now a bad thing because we're going to get into it. And then HBCU. Now, let's start with the HBCU ban. So, Mississippi Valley State, is that the name of it? HBCU is invited to do the Trump inauguration, right? Cool beans, right? Let me get them up here. Mississippi, girl, you got to think of the song M-I, crooked letter I. Ain't that how it go? But anyway, they got invited to go down to the inauguration. And the blacks are losing their mind. Yes, they are. So apparently the Negroes, the left Negroes, I heard about the Braxton Niece. I got to get more in it. So, okay, boom. They were invited to perform at the inauguration, right? And the Negroes went to losing their mind, okay? Because they set up a GoFundMe talking about the band. I think they need $300 and something thousand so that they can make it down to to the inauguration. Now, the left Negroes are going crazy with the threats. Oh, you saw how we did to Chrisette Michelle, which I think y'all need to uncancel Chrisette. Now, don't get me wrong. At the time, I was like, get up out of here. And I love Chrisette. I know the whole album, girl. Don't play with me. Love me some Chrisette. Oh, my gosh. Can you be this true? Mr. Drummer Boy. I might listen to that on the way. Spoke to me, yes, it's true. Maybe soon. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to that later. But anyway, if you know, you know. But we canceled Chrisette. And that lady ain't had no career after that. And it was because we were blind. But see, the problem is, y'all get the likes up on the video. See, the problem is, though, we were dumb. And a lot of us have woken up out of the stupor, okay? And the fact that now they're going to bash this HBCU ban, not because they need to go fund me, just because they have the audacity to even go. And at the end of the day, it's wrong. Some black people are Republicans. Hello, is anybody home? So now you want to bash a whole HBCU. This is why I say Negroes are fickle. People are fickle, but Negroes are fickle. Girl, you better talk, Danielle. Look, Danielle are natural. I have my friend named her daughter Chrisette because that's how much I was bumping I am. Stop acting crazy. I bumped Chrisette so much, I had my whole friend group rocking Chrisette Michele. I'm talking about everything. It was between her, Mariah Carey. Who else was popping back then? Destiny's Child. Girl, stop acting crazy. My friend, a friend of mine from back in the day, named her daughter Chrisette from me putting them on. Stop acting crazy, girl. I'm putting it on when I get up out of here. Anyway, let's move on for real. That's how hard I'm a fan of music. I'm a fan of the art, not the person. I'm a fan of music. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, oh girl, don't get me started. Libby Lou. Black people are fickle like the people in them Squid Games. Have y'all seen the Squid Games? That's a whole nother lie. But listen, now they want to turn on this HBCU and try to so-called, oh no, figure it out yourself. They should have paid. Now, do I think they should have paid? Yeah, if you want me to come perform, you should pay. Now, I don't know if they pay anybody else. I don't know what the goings on is about that. But I think it's wrong that Black people would try to cancel kids. These are children. They're just excited to be able to perform on a big stage like that. Okay. I think that these grown folks working these regular jobs, 9 to 5s, miserable within them lives, y'all dirty and y'all wrong for that. And I'm going to donate, okay? I will be donating to the band because first of all, I am a marching band member. I play the clarinet, the flute, and the piccolo. Stop acting crazy. I'm from New Orleans. If you the one in the band, you play the sport, okay? I play the clarinet, the flute, and the piccolo. The biggest stage we ever marched on was, I think we went to Alcorn State. That was huge for us. But still, I understand the excitement that these kids are probably going through. And I think that it's not their fault that Trump won. So if y'all mad that Trump won, then be mad that Trump won. But to get on here and try to threaten to cancel a HBCU ban, you Negroes don't support HBCUs? No way. Let's talk about it. Black people don't support HBCUs. No way. My child go to an HBCU. Stop acting crazy. Shout out to Mississippi Valley State Band. I hope y'all have a good time. I will be dropping my little coin in your pocketbook. I hope y'all get up there safe, and I hope y'all get back safe. Because I tell you what, they make people want to go and support. Because y'all don't support them people anyway. Y'all only was supporting the college where Dion was at because Dion was there as soon as he left. The support left. Black people, stop. Stop. Let them churn go be great. If they want to go march in front of Clears, let them high step in front of Clears. Shout out to Mississippi Valley. I'm supporting. Let's move on. Now, I want to go here because we got to get this out the way. Y'all get the likes up on the video. So apparently, Erykah Badu was asked about this woke thing, right? So first of all, let's start here. Just like any other thing that we make up as Black people, we make it up. The media demonizes it, and then right after that, they steal it. So back in the day, the term woke used to stand for Black people who understand woke from the system. We understand who we are. We understand racism. It was a lot of the conscious community that was on that woke tip, right? And I was always semi-woke or whatever the case may be. So that was what it was. Well, fast forward. The movement of the LGBTQ, after they demonized the woke movement, the LGBTQ plus movement took over this term woke, right? Not the people, the movement. So when they would do the slogans all on Twitter, oh, we woke, we woke, we woke. They stole it and they took it, right? Now Trump gets on here and he talks about, hey, we canceling this woke stuff, right? We know that when he said woke stuff, he ain't talking about Negroes because Negroes ain't no threat to Trump. What he's talking about is the the LGBTQ movement that was pushed, the agenda that was pushed on the children and on the public. But here come Erykah, the paid puppet, because they're all puppets. All celebrities are puppets. All celebrities are puppets. Hello, is this thing on? All celebrities are puppets. They are paid and played to do exactly what the system wants them to do. So now here comes Erykah. Oh, he's talking about Black people. Why would he be talking about Black wokeness when we've been hollering we woke since what, the 70s and the 80s? Come on now. He would have ran on that campaign the first time, stupid. But again, it's to push the agenda to create the divide. Let's get into it, y'all. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Hold on. Let me back up.
Yeah. play this for you since you bring it up, and then we could talk about it.
Everybody knows the black or white. There's creatures in every shape and size. Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Okay.
It's just urging folks to pay attention, to be alert.
Stay woke.
Wow.
I want my coaches to stay woke, but I want the other coaches that's supporting us to stay woke.
Woke fascism that will destroy our nation.
We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob.
Do you see? Peep the hijack. They play all of the black people talking about woke in the context in which we created it. And then fast forward it to Trump and the Republicans to pin them together so that you would automatically in your subconscious mind assume that he's speaking about that woke. That wasn't the woke they're speaking about. They're speaking about the trans woke, the LGBTQ agenda woke. But they're not going to play that. They're going to make it seem like they're talking about woke as far as how black people was. And that's just not the case. But let me let it go. See, listen, media is very powerful.
Florida is where woke goes to die.
I think they mean black. Yeah, it's another way to say thug or something else, right?
See,
And how do you feel about it?
triggers.
It is what it is. It doesn't belong to us anymore. I can tell you what woke means.
Please.
It just means being aware. And it's not only in the political arena. That means with your health. That means in your relationships. That means in your home. That means in your car. It means in your sleep.
I want to play this for you since you bring it up, and then we can talk about it.
The media is very crafty at creating the narrative. Okay, the media is extremely smart and creative, or they're very crafty at creating the narrative. What they did was paired Erykah Badu. First of all, she didn't come up with the term. She did a song. First of all. Second of all, they played a whole bunch of clips of black people in the past speaking about wokeness and then tied it directly to these people. And then she used the trigger words. Oh, that means thug. They think that they're getting rid of the thug because they calling it all black people thug. This is how the media shapes your brain. But she's a paid puppet. I'm pretty sure somebody got on the line and said, you need to go do this interview and do it X, Y, and Z way. They get literal freaking scripts. Y'all don't understand this. And then furthermore, Erykah, let's talk about the real elephant in the room. I heard you be taking them people placentas when you be down there being doulas and all of that. And they say you a witch. You said you a witch. What is you doing with them placentas, fat? But everybody won't go to Erykah because man, watch out. Listen, let me tell you something. Y'all have to watch the hijack. This is what they've been doing since the beginning of time. But we're woke now and we can see it. So no matter what they try to put up against the Trump narrative and the right-wing narrative, don't get me wrong, Trump never is racist. I think every clear person walking the planet is racist. That's just me. Even if they don't act upon it, they have it in their brain. I think all the clear people don't like Negroes. I think there's an envy and a jealousy there. However, I'm not going to let them do this because it's closer and closer to the inauguration, just like with the HBCU ban and all of that stuff. It's just a way to create the divide and make them and demonize those people when the fact are they all demons. Let's talk about it. All of them are demons. The left, the right, the green, the blue, everybody in between. They all demons, okay? Now let's move on because I ain't got time. Let's move on. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all get the likes up on the chat. Let's go to Eve. So I want to really quickly go over this. So Eve posted this photo. There were photos posted of Eve on I guess her Instagram, and the big blogs picked it up. And a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, this is dope. This is exciting." Now Eve married a clear billionaire. And black women were bigging her up. Hell, I was too. I was like, girl, you might as well get a coin. You know what I mean? And she's been off the scene ever since. I remember Eve with the paws on her boobs, the little boobs with the paws right there. I remember a girl I went to school with, we got the paws on her boobs, but her boobs was too heavy and big. So when we got older, the paws went from doing this to doing that. You know what I mean? They went from up to down. But because Eve had that type of influence, girl. So anyways, he ain't a billionaire. I don't know. He rich. He got money. So let's move on. So Eve posts this photo, and here come all the black women. Oh my God. We love this for you, Eve. Soft girl era Eve. Oh my God, soft girl era Eve. And you know, on the surface, yeah, I would agree. Soft girl era. Yeah, get your, if you can get in there, sure, if that's what you want. I can't really do the clear people, but if whoever, you know, whatever. But I see Get Out when I see this. And let me tell you why. Since the beginning of time, the clear people came over here and they procreated and they married into the Black indigenous people or the African American, whatever y'all want, FBA, whatever you want to call them. But they did it for purposes other than love. Remember, they don't marry for love. They marry for future, right? Now, why is this important? Somebody was like, well, Eve ain't got no money, so what's the big deal? It's not about money. It's about multiple things. It's about genetics. Remember, the movie Get Out was what? They were trying to do brain transplants from the clear people into the Black people. That's what they did. That's literally what they, listen, y'all have to stop watching these movies for enjoyment. Do it like me. I watch movies twice. I watch it the first time for enjoyment, and then I go back and I watch it for education, because a lot of truth is told in the movies, okay? So she's over here at this family. She's so light-skinned that it took me a while to pick her out because she kind of almost blend in. I don't know if she's bleaching or something like that, but all of a sudden it's just her, this one Black woman at a table full of all of these clear people, and everybody's applauding, and I'm really afraid. Because you got to keep in mind, the clear's time is ticking. They on their way out the door. If they ain't, they already the minority. They've been the minority, but they're about to be the minority here soon, okay? And what they're doing is fighting for survival. Do you get it? So they need to procreate and then whitewash the phenotype. What do I mean? Okay, first of all, the Eve gene, are we catching on? He goes get Eve, procreate with Eve, okay? They have these half-color babies, right? Now, all the babies have to do, look at who these babies is raised around. So there's a high probability that those babies are going to procreate with what? Clear people. And guess what? Those babies are going to have babies with clear people, and those babies will be clear, but they will have a lot of the genes of the Black woman. Does that make sense? Okay, that's only one thing, and that'll hold them out for generations more than they was if they continue to procreate with each other. Number one. Number two, what is the real reason why Eve is over there with this clear man? As a puppet, was Eve told, you're gonna go over here? And if so, why? Why did they have to take this rapper girl, hood girl, bald head girl, you know, very like Black relatable, and then turn her into something else? I don't see the happiness that everybody else see. And let me say this as well. It's not, everything ain't always about money. For the love of money, not money, but for the love of money is the root to all evil. So when you chase a bag, you're chasing evil. When you run behind the money, you will run right into what, boys and girls? Evil. So all money ain't good money. That's an old saying. All money ain't good money. While everybody over here looking at Eve saying, oh, Eve, I'm so happy for her. She in her soft girl era. This is scary to me as a Black woman. As a Black woman, this gives me, I don't know what happens after the photo was taken. So don't let the Instagram fool you, her posting photos and the mansions and the clothes and all that. Y'all don't be knowing what's going on behind the scenes. So I just want to add my 2 cents on this with Eve. Shout out to Eve, girl. Blink twice or something. No pun intended. Girl, say something if you need help, because it's giving slave girl to me. But neither here nor there. Shout out to Eve and her family. It looked like they had fun eating mashed potatoes with no butter, no salt and pepper, and they looked like they had snap green beans and carrots on the table. So shout out to Eve. And let me tell you something, ain't Eve from Philly? You're not about to tell me Eve over there living good. You're not about to do it. Not about to do it. Shout out to Eve though, girl. Hopefully you got some takeout. Yeah, no gravy, girl. I'm talking about turkey with no juice in it, girl. Please. Ooh, she over there eating casseroles and whatnot. Ooh. Couldn't be me, girl. I can switch up a lot of things, but my food ain't gonna be touched. Quickly, So I was looking for a product, right? And guess who I ran into? Dagger Bread. Dagger Bread got the Funkify spray. I forgot Kaleidoscope put Dagger Bread on there, and I got this braid spray, and it ain't doing nothing. But I just wanted to say, Dagger Bread, I know you may think I don't like you, but I actually do like you because this was $15. They had one down there for $8. But you know what I said? Let me support black businesses, you and Judy. So Dagger Bread, I went out and bought your Funkify soothing braid and scalp with ginger and peppermint, manuka honey, and oat milk. I'm sorry. I don't feel nothing. My hair got a little shine, but still, Dagger Bread, this is me telling you that I'm here for you because we got to start to support each other. Dagger Bread, shout out to the Funkify Kaleidoscope. If my hair fall out, Judy, I'm coming to see you. I'm telling you now, because they say at one point that growth serum had them girls' edges falling out. If my hair fall out after I just cut it off and grew it back, I'll be up there to check you out. So I hope the whole family there, because I'm coming roll through there with everybody. And I don't care. I'm windmilling on everybody, bitch. I don't care. So I'm going to give this a try. Shout out to Dagger Bread, okay? Now, y'all are witnesses. If something happens to my head, I bought the Dagger Bread serum, okay? Now, let's move on. Now, let's go get Travis Hunter signs with support black businesses. But Travis Hunter goes sign with Lil Wayne, okay? Now you guys may not know this, but Travis Hunter had Lil Wayne at his ceremony. He had Lil Wayne at his ceremony, and I was wondering, like, what is Wayne doing there? Now remember they told us that he was introduced to Lil Wayne by the girlfriend. He didn't know nothing about Lil Wayne. Y'all remember that? And so when I seen Wayne in the crowd, I said, well, okay, maybe Wayne trying to ride off the cloud or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. But it turns out he signed to Wayne's not entertainment, but his athletic thing. So it says, breaking, Travis Hunter is signing with Lil Wayne's agency, Young Money, APAA Sports. Per at FOS, he will be the highest profile athlete represented by Young Money. So Wayne took Young Money and turned it into a sports agency. Remember Master P did that? And he signed Travis Hunter. Now, on the surface, this is great. Actually, it's just great, period. Because, I mean, he was going to sign with a clear agency either way. But now I'm starting to go back and say, well, what is really going on? Because it's one thing to be turned on to his music. It's one thing to meet him. But you told us you only knew him through the girlfriend. Even though you a black kid growing up in Atlanta, you knew nothing of Lil Wayne. Girl, this is a script. This is a script. But I'm here for the move. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Wayne done signed you. This hasn't worked out in the past. We saw Master P did it, and it didn't work out. Ricky Williams, Master P signed Ricky Williams when he went to the Saints, girl, and Ricky Williams couldn't put that chronic down. He couldn't put that ganja down, and he got up out of there. So Travis Hunter, keep your head on the swivel, fat. But congratulations to Travis Hunter. Congratulations to Travis Hunter and Lil Wayne. I've noticed you said he signed under Young Money, so that means Baby's still getting a check, and Universal and all these other people. Watch the hijack, okay? But shout out to Wayne and Travis. Let's move on. I ain't got much else to say about it. Shout out to Wayne and Travis. Travis, if you want to be successful, get rid of that girl. If you can't build some tough skin, you're going to have to get rid of that girl because she's going to get you hurt. Because you're going to be in your feelings worried about that girl and somebody going to knock your head off your shoulders. If you want to be successful, either grow skin like an armadillo or get rid of that girl. Shout out to Wayne and Travis. Let's move on. Angie Stone, girl. Oh, I'm rolling through these topics. I ain't never rolled through them like this. Well, good, because I want to spend a little time on the Vivek stuff and the Katt Williams. So Angie Stone went online to tell us that she's not doing well health-wise, y'all. Did y'all know that? I know I did it. Angie Stone goes online and tells us she's not doing well health-wise, and she's got a life-threatening blood infection. But she also starts talking about the record labels as well. Now, we're going to get right into this. You guys, get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video because we got a few things to discuss. Shout out to Angie Stone. My sunshine has come. My sunshine. And I'm all cried out. There's no more rain in this cloud. Hey. Girl, I lost and confused, used and abused. Girl, I was an Angie, because Angie Stone sounded like the old folks back then. You feel what I'm saying? Girl, I used to be listening to that like that was the old song. Yay! Shout out to Angie. But anyway, remember y'all when we found out she was with D'Angelo and we was like, not because Angie was a big black, well, no, it was. I ain't gonna lie. Because listen, D'Angelo was that. Oh, remember what? How does it feel? And the camera went all the way down to the part that looked like a V, and I was my hot ass. I was in the camera like this, trying to look, y'all. Every time the video used to come on, I used to be looking like this to see if I could see under the camera. I was hot in the ass, girl. You know that's out of pocket, girl. Sure did. Yep, and she was older. Big age difference. Yep, absolutely. Women know what I'm talking about. Girl, when that camera panned down on them by that D part. Why did we think we could see down there? That was crazy. Nevertheless, when she got with him, we was like, for real? Well, and also, y'all remember Angie Stone whipped her child ass? Remember Angie put them paws on her daughter? Y'all remember Angie? The grown daughter. Remember the grown daughter got out of pocket and thought she was going to whoop-de-whoop, boom, 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 and Angie put the paws on her? Girl, stop acting crazy. They say Angie walked her. Do you hear me? So Angie was one of them girls, okay? So anyway, let's get into what Angie's talking about with her healthcare. No, first of all, get the likes up. Get the likes up. Okay, y'all like the video. What's going on? Do y'all need a commercial break? Like, for real. Like, y'all ODs. Y'all really does the most. Get the likes up. Hey, Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Jay-Z innocent. Raise your hand if you have a wig. What? Is this supposed to be a funny? Jay-Z ain't innocent because we about to talk about him threatening the bloggers, allegedly. Anyways, yay. Let's get into the video. Get the likes up on the video. I'm glad you sent me $2 to say that. Thank you for the $2. I'll wipe my ass with it. But now I'm really going to go hard on Jay. Let's get into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let's get into Angie airing out the labels and also her health situation.
Rushed to the hospital because I wasn't breathing so well. Came to find out I had what was a bacterial blood infection that I had gotten when they stuck me with the needle. It had went into my bloodstream and caused a staph infection of the blood.
Wow.
Now, I didn't have a clue that there was a blood infection until they rushed me into ICU. I went into ICU and I went to use the restroom and I passed out in the restroom. My oxygen went all the way down. It rendered me basically unconscious. When I was rushed to the hospital because I wasn't breathing so well, came to find out I had what was a bacterial blood infection that I had gotten when they stuck me with the needle. It had went into my bloodstream.
I think is it starting
and caused a staph infection of the blood.
Yeah, we heard this. So let's read what it says. It says singer Angie Stone hopped on Instagram Live to reveal her recent health scare to fans. Oh no, there's another clip. Hold on. There's another clip. My bad. I was being impatient. Hold on. Get the likes up on the video.
But meanwhile, back at the ranch, as I was coming through all of this, I soon found out that one of the biggest companies that I was with, Universal Music, it's the second part of the ugly truth. We began to research things to check on my royalties and my statements and things that of that nature, only to find out a lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. As I begin to find out things that I never had to look into, because when you hire a team of people that to some degree, but meanwhile back at the ranch as I was coming through all of this, I soon found out.
Do she have another slide? So I can't see. I don't think there's another slide. So basically what's happening is Sister Angie is telling us that, first of all, coincidentally, y'all know how I feel about them coincidences, but coincidentally, she goes to the hospital for a procedure. She gets staph infection and it caused a blood infection. Let me say this, a bacterial blood infection. The reason she looks drained like that is because of the infection in her blood. People don't understand. Your blood is what keeps you vibrant. It's what keeps you. You see what I'm saying? If your blood is infected or if something is wrong in your bloodstream, you will begin to deteriorate, or your skin and because blood has to pump freely. Good blood needs to pump freely throughout your body in order for you to be vibrant. Okay, so that's probably why she looks the way that she looks. I thought we figured that out when Chadwick Boseman, remember Chadwick Boseman? We was like, oh my God, he's so skinny. Whole he had cancer. We got to start to being a little sensitive about that, because I understand it. But yeah, that's probably why she looks the way that she looks. But this is the thing. Angie Stone gets this infection and then she overcomes the infection. But at the time, the label is stealing all her records, her publishing and all that stuff. That is not a coincidence, in my opinion. Okay. That is not a coincidence. Number one, she should sue that hospital, because the hospitals do this type of stuff all the time. Most of the time, they won't even say nothing. Most of the time, they'll screw you over and be looking at you like, oh my God, I don't know where this came from. Whole tea, it be them. Now, I'm not condemning the hospital. Y'all get the lights up. I'm not condemning the hospital, but what I am saying is we got to start to be mindful of what we're seeing and what we're looking at. Now, she is a part of the industry. It would make sense to go and try to get her catalog and get all her stuff and try to get her up out of here. But one thing about the women, the Black women in America, the ones with lineage here, we have that gene and that genetic that it really takes a lot for them to get us out of here. For instance, think about Henrietta Lacks. We are those people. We are the woman that they told you the African woman was. That's us. That's the Black American woman. They told you the first Lucy or the first woman. No. It's us over here. Okay. And my heart and my prayers go out to her. This is par for the course for the industry. That's what they do. I told y'all, when you come in, you're going to leave out with the same thing you came in with. I don't care how much success you amass. I don't care what you do in the industry. They do not allow you to leave with your stuff. They don't. Even if you go on to glory thinking you're leaving with your stuff, they come after your family after it and yank it back. That's what the industry does. My heart and my prayers go out to her. I'm glad she's passed this infection. Hopefully she can sue the hospital and get her health back in order. I don't know anything negative about Angie, but even if I did, it don't matter. In this situation, she is now the new product of that industry. You know, I kind of wish Black people back in the days would have stayed on the chitlin circuit. Do you know that Black people made more money on the chitlin circuit than they did in the industry? There was a thing called the chitlin circuit back in the day. This is where the Black people went to the juke joints, to the little smaller venues, but those people were received well and loved by their own kind. Now, granted, they didn't have the big promotion. They wasn't on the big screen. They didn't have the Hollywood tees back in the behind them, but ultimately they were successful on the chitlin circuit. Okay, they were. And it worked for them. But it was that glare of Hollywood and fame that a lot of Black people ran to, not realizing, again, for the love of money is the root to all evil, not money. For the love of money is the root to all evil. And they went running up to that industry with their head up. The chitlin circuit slowly, literally fades away. And now everybody feels the only way through the portal is the doggone industry. I thought, see, y'all, a lot of people don't pay attention to stuff. I pay attention to everything. Charleston White showed y'all how the chitlin circuit paid more than the industry anyway. Because think about it, when Charleston White did the comedy thing, hear me out. Charleston White gets into comedy. At first, he was gonna go through the industry way. He was getting with a whole bunch of comedians, and they were literally stealing his money. It took Charleston White to realize, man, I could go book these things. That's the chitlin circuit. I can book these venues myself. Not have no middleman, do the smaller venues and do 4 shows that'll make me more money than doing a whole season of shows under a big umbrella. I pay attention to stuff like that. You don't have to go and be famous to get the money if that's what you're looking for, right? Even with this podcasting stuff, you see these big old podcasts with these people with all this production behind them, and you're like, oh, they're getting $1 million off of this video. They're getting $1 million. Yeah. The company, not them. They're going to get a cut of that $1 million because they sign contracts. You don't have to go the big route. But again, when you go that way, they can let you amass some success if they like you enough. But when you're on your way out the door, when they're ready to snatch it back, they're going to snatch it back. I feel bad for Miss Angie Stone. Shout out to Miss Ange. I hope she get better. And y'all got to stop chasing this bag. Stop chasing the bag. That's gonna run you right into the evil. I'm telling you, I learned this a long time ago. When you don't chase money and you don't value money, it literally falls in your lap. Let's move on. So now I want to move to Katt Williams. Katt Williams did an interview and he spoke about how he made jokes about Michael Jackson, and Janet Jackson reached out to him recently and said, regardless of how you talked about my brother, I still love you and I still, am a fan. And this kind of brought Katt Williams into a realization like, bro, I was literally tearing down another black man for clicks and views tease. You know what I mean? And, let me say this. At the time when people were ragging on Michael Jackson, literally everybody, they had the wacko jacko thing. Literally everybody was ragging on Michael Jackson. That's what they were doing. They were ragging on Michael Jackson, making it seem like, oh, he's this weirdo, he a PDF file and all type of stuff. Now, let me say this. I'm not sure if that's the case. I don't know that to be a fact. What I do know is the people who came forward and tried to accuse him of it were wrong. They lied. Okay. That's what I know. Now, again, I don't know. I know things allegedly was done to Michael as a child. But ultimately, there was a lot of things in the news and in the press that really was dragging Mike down to the ground. And people can talk about Mike bleaching his skin, because I believe he bleached it, and talk about that. But that man has always been pro-black. Y'all look at the fact that he procreated with a white woman to make them clear children. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all got to be stronger than that. That these people are in arranged marriages. Listen. There's a script. I'll just say that. There's a script, and it's not what you think. It's not, things aren't always what you believe it to be, okay? Now, with that being said, Katt Williams did jokes about him in the past, and Janet reached out her love and extended her love to him and was like, yo, I forgive you. And now he's having to sit back and recall some of the things that he did, and he's like, wow, I really was wrong for doing that to another black man. Never mind what people think about Michael Jackson, and as far as, oh, he wanted to be clear and he wanted to be that. That man has always spoke highly of black people and black culture. Always. Matter of fact, I can give you proof. Michael Jackson has always spoke highly of black people and black culture. Check it.
I'm really tired of the manipulation. I'm tired of how the press is manipulating everything that's been happening in this situation. They do not tell the truth. They're liars. And they manipulate our history books. The history books are not true. It's a lie. The history books are lying. You need to know that. You must know that. All the forms of popular music, from jazz to hip hop to bebop to soul, you talk about the different dances, from the cakewalk to the jitterbug to the Charleston.
Those are all creations that black people made. What he was saying without saying, because a lot of these celebrities can't come out and say it how they want to say it. What he was saying was, they are lying to you about your history, black man. All those things that we created, now they are co-opted by these industries and all that stuff. It's lies. Everything in your books you were taught about you were a lie. Okay? That's what he was saying without saying, because he can't just come out and say that, because then you get it. But that's how at least I took it. Now let's get into what Katt Williams had to say about his regret for speaking ill on Michael Jackson back then. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
I shouldn't have, honestly. Like, some of these things are the reason that the enemy decides to go ahead and let you be famous, is your ability to tear down your own kind, no matter how high they are.
Facts.
On the other hand, my job is to be funny first and to voice the opinion of a group that doesn't get to have their opinion out there, right? So as a black man, if you don't love yourself, you don't love me. So those were the jokes of a guy that was hurt, you know, by an icon. And so I was telling those jokes. The fact that years later, Janet Jackson says she still loved me despite the jokes that I told about her brother is probably one of the most magnificent things, you know, just because I say a lot of hilarious shit, but it costs me every time, you know, like I'm never unscathed in these situations.
All right. So there were a few key points I want to point out in what Katt was saying. Katt was saying, you know, you go up really high in the industry if you can tear down your own people. That's classic for black people in Hollywood. They want you to be able to tear down somebody else in order for you to make it, because it's a double win for them. Now you look like the enemy, whoever the black person they want tore down, and they get to have the control, or they get to be racist and do the horrible things through somebody who looked like you, right? So that was very telling. Also, he spoke about how he did it during a time where the people had a voice. I'm not gonna hold you. Black people wasn't on that Michael Jackson PDF file train. As a matter of fact, even if black people thought that, they wouldn't say it out loud. We backed Michael Jackson because he was one of us. Even if we thought that Michael Jackson did that, we wasn't gonna say that in the mixed crowd. It was the same thing with OJ. Even if we really believed OJ popped that lady and that man, we wasn't gonna say that around no clears. So I don't really know where he's talking about the voice of a people. Maybe he meant the clears, because it wasn't the Negroes. We did not stand behind that whole thing, because one thing about us, we know how to continue to back our people. Okay, that's just what it was. So I don't know what that particular part is about. However, he understood that what he did was wrong, and he shouldn't have. I remember D.L. Hughley did a joke talking about, I ain't saying he guilty, but I wouldn't let him watch my kids. Well, sir, Daryl and Hughley, I remember you let somebody else. Never mind, because then they're gonna say I'm wrong. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, Janet Jackson still reached out to him and said that she still loves him despite what he said about her brother. Janet Jackson is our icon. I will never forgive Black Americans, the ones who turned on her for Scamala. You heifers will live in hell in my mind for the rest of your days. She is the most authentic Black woman out of the two. But I remember we was ready to throw her under the bus because we wanted to run behind Scamala, the cosplayer. Shout out to Katt Williams for acknowledging that he was wrong, as he should, because he was. But he didn't speak for Black people when he said, "Oh, I'm speaking for a people," because we did. That wasn't our talking point. We didn't roll like that. He was one of us. And even if we thought he did it, we wasn't going to say it in front of them folks. That was back when black folks stuck together. You get it? Shout out to the Jacksons. Shout out to Katt Williams. He came out and said what he said, and I think he's having his buyer's remorse for that, as he should. But it is what it is. Let's move on. Yes, and MJ was proven innocent in court, so I don't really understand that. I really don't. Let's move on to Vivek real quickly. Then we're gonna get into Jay-Z with these bloggers, honey. So shout out to the clear people. You got played. Let me say this. I never understood this. Why the broke clear people think that the Republicans are on their side. Why broke people, period. I tell y'all, I don't do politics. I think it's all trash on all sides. I said that, right? I said, hey, y'all, I don't think that this Republican, I don't think black people should deal with any of these politics. That's what I said. I know what I said. I was there when I said it, right? I said, because at the end of the day, none of these people care about the black person, and they damn sure don't care about the poor person. What's his name? Dave Chappelle did a bit where he was talking about how he was going to vote for Hillary Clinton. He said it was a bunch of poor whites. He said it was a bunch of poor whites in line to vote for Hillary. He says, and the fact of the matter is, he says, he was looking around and he was weirded out because he was just like, well, to vote for Trump at the time. He was like, he was looking around and he was weirded out because he was like, Trump is not fighting for you, talking about the poor clears. He's actually fighting for me. This is what he said. He didn't lie. See, you have to understand the way politicians work, okay? Politicians don't work for the poor people. That is all a gimmick. All of the politicians, Democrats and Republicans, they don't work for the poor people. They work for the people in their better interest or that are in their status and class. And that's not the poor white or the poor clear. Or the poor black, right? I don't care which side y'all pick ping pong to, go back and forth. It won't matter because them folks is going to run for their own stuff, okay? It's all smoke and mirrors, okay? So now, boom. Vivek goes on here after, first of all, he's an Indian. To me, he ain't no different from the Scammer. To me, I don't know why y'all be separating the two. But Vivek and Elon Musk are two of the people that are backing Trump. They backed him during the election. Elon got on board. I told y'all I feel funny about that. I said, because what's going on with Elon, I said Elon is basically putting money behind Trump so that he can push a lot of his stuff through. I don't trust him. I think I ain't gonna lie. At first I thought it was AI. He might be AI. I don't know. I think he a robot or something. Where did this clear man emerge from with all this money coming to America? I will never understand it. But anyways, Elon started backing him, and a lot of people started running behind this whole thing because we were all jumping off the Democratic plantation, and I'm here for it. Jump off the plantation. But ultimately, you be foolish to jump off that plantation to jump right to another one. That's what I keep telling y'all. Y'all cannot sit up here and think that you're going to get better on either side. But this is not even about the Negroes. This is about the clears. So the clears went on to I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a tweet. The clears went on to support what's his name? Vivek Ramsey in droves because they believe that he was one of them. See, this is what the clears love to do. They love to go get a person of color. They love to go get a person of color, and they love to go make them to be the scapegoat for the stuff that they really want to do. But they just get somebody who we think is going to be one of us, and they get them to do it, and it works out. Okay. Now, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramsey have been showing their true colors, and the poor clears are windmilling with their head down. They can't take it. Let's get into what Elon Musk said. So Elon Musk takes to Twitter. They both are on this whole train of we need to push the Indian because the Indian is the new person. See, Americans, y'all are lazy and trash and y'all ain't worth a dime. Mind you, they're both foreigners. Everybody's a foreigner to America except Black America. Get the lights up. So you got foreigners, I'm talking about first generation foreigners, coming to this country in positions of high power, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramsey here, and now they are going to be or have some sort of leg into American politics. Yeah. I told y'all the game was rigged. I don't think we need to be dealing with none of them. I told y'all the game was rigged, but I be hating or whatever. I'm just a conspiracy theorist, okay? So now here come Elon Musk. Look what he say. Investing in Americans is actually hard, really hard. It costs money and time and effort to make a person productive. It's a short-term net loss. It's much easier to bring a skilled worker who might not do quite a good job, but will work for a fraction of the cost and be happy just to be here. So now this is a direct jab at the clears, the working class of the clears, and let me tell you why. What he's saying is, when I put my money on the American because they so lost and turned out, I don't get a return in that. They all either woke or they all either on some other crap. It's like they not good. Yeah, they're not worth the juice ain't worth the squeeze, is what he's saying. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Now, mind you, he is a clear man. He's from South Africa, but he is a clear man. Now, this took the clears by storm. They're like, what in the world is he talking about? Like, what? What? Now, a lot of people would say, well, I thought that they were pro immigration reform and getting the illegals out of here. Yes, but let me give you the key. Let me give you the tea about this. They want those Hispanic immigrants up out of here. You want to know why? Because those Hispanic immigrants, although they identify with the clear people when they get here, what happens is typically once they get in positions of power, they say F the clear people too. And by the way, they can replace them as the new class system. See, a lot of people are thinking that it's just the Negroes going to get replaced. The poor whites will be replaced too. So yeah, those were the people that they wanted, get them up out of here because there's too many of them and they're going to drown us out. Yeah. See, it's bigger than the Negro. The Negro is only a byproduct of what's about to go down. It's way bigger than the Negro, okay? So they want that class of people out, the poor Hispanics. They want to bring in a bunch of scammers, a bunch of Indians who think that they're going to be the new class of people that are going to run this thing. You see, as a foreigner, Elon Musk, he don't have a problem with saying bring in the Indian, the fake Indian, or the Indian from India, because who cares? It's not going to affect him. He's a billionaire. Whatever. If they take over the poor whites, he don't give a damn. I told y'all, race is a poor man's game. Elon don't give a damn if the Indians or anybody replace the poor whites. He could care less. He could care less. It's all about money and investment for him. That's why his whole statement is saying, yo, if I invest in American, it's kind of weird. It's kind of capped because these people, I don't get no return on my investment because we have been brainwashed as Americans, black, white, indifferent. We have been brainwashed, okay? So we don't even understand the stuff that's going on when it's going on right up in our face. Now, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramsey were literally ping-ponging back and forth. Look what Vivek Ramsey wrote. The reason top tech companies often hire foreign-born and first-generation engineers over Native Americans, he's not talking about the $5 foot loans. He's not talking about them. He's talking about the American, the clear American. Isn't because of an innate American IQ deficit or a lazy and wrong explanation. A key part of it comes down to the C word, culture. Tough questions demand tough answers. I wanted to try to get the rest of that tweet. I went to his page. Hold on. I'm at his page because I don't know if he deleted that, but I do see something else I want to talk about. But basically what what Vivek was over here saying is that guess what? The poor clears, they trash. Like the Indians are better than them. We can pay them probably less and we can get more work out of them and we can replace them as the top class of people over the clears. And the clears were losing their mind because he believes, because he went on in this tweet to say, he believes that basically what's going on is the clears, I wonder if they have it on here, but he was basically saying the clears, they value stupid stuff like prom queens and the jock and they don't value anything as it pertains to what's going to push the culture forward. And then he said they lack culture. Oh, he was going hard. Let's get to what else he said. He was going hard. Look at Vivek. Y'all get the likes up on the video. He was going hard. Look what he said. Guess who benefits the most from affirmative action? Now, this is a direct shot at the clears. According to multiple studies and scholars, white women have generally been considered the group that has benefited the most from affirmative action policies, disproportionately compared to other demographics, including racial minorities. Y'all remember the Asians was mad about that because they weren't getting chosen after the affirmative action and all that, and DEI, and also the Indians. Look, explanation. While affirmative action was designed to address historical discrimination against minority groups, nope, it was designed for Black people. Y'all took it and put in minority groups. Data suggests that white women have seen significant increases in educational and professional opportunities due to these policies. Key points to remember. Data-driven evidence says research indicates that white women have experienced a larger positive impact from affirmative action than other groups. Black people been saying that. But again, they hijacked the stuff that our ancestors worked for, put in the term minorities and people of color, and now the Indians and the clears are fighting over stuff that was put in for us. Yep, everything they say about Black people being turned on the clears. Look, peep it out, because they losing their minds now. It says gender disparity. This finding highlights the complex issues of gender inequality within affirmative action, where some argue that white women have benefited more than women of color. He's not talking about Black people. He's talking about his people. In affirmative action, America is the land of meritocracy. He's not talking about, listen, he's not talking about Black people when he talk about people of color and minorities. He's talking about his people, and probably the Asians too, because the Indians and the Asians are built real close together. Look, he retweeted. No, this somebody says India is ranked 143rd globally with an average IQ of 76.24. I don't know what that means, but I want to show you this. Hold on. This is what you get when you get a foreigner with the hard R coming in talking about he's going to work for Americans. They always have the interests of their own in mind, never the American. So this is for the clears. Y'all really thought y'all ate fat, but now they turning on y'all. Hold on. Let me get to this other tweet that I saw on here. Is it on this page? Did I go out of it? Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. How do you say his last name? Ramaswamy? Here you go. I'm going back to his page. So he posted that, and then he posted this. Hold on. He been tweeting like a dog. I'm talking about Twitter fingers has been twittering. Do you hear me? That's a retweet. I wanted to go back to that. I had it on here. Y'all give me 1 second. He was going in. Do you hear me? And the clears were losing their mind. What he's talking about, an administrator recognized. No, not that. Damn, I just had it on here. I think I backed out too many times. Look, in the affirmative action, American is the land of meritocracy. We already saw that. And then he says, he retweeted a lot of stuff. I can't find it. I can't find it, but neither here nor there. Why is this important, y'all? Because I don't want to spend too much time on it. The Indian Vivek and the South African Elon are now showing their true colors. Now, we all know Trump is, America, allegedly America first, whatever. I don't know how he feels about this, but I do know that the clears are not having it. They are on, they bag, they mad, they feel like, oh my God, this is horrible. And they had this dude I retweeted, I want to show y'all. He was trying to upset the clears, but he had a point. Basically, what he was saying was, y'all not like y'all forefathers. Y'all forefathers would have been outside with a pitchfork acting a fool, and y'all just laying there taking it. Let me get this dude up here. He had me weak. He had me super duper weak. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Here you go. Look what he says. Not him. Him. Look what this dude put on him. He says, white America just let a South African immigrant and first-generation Indian call them dumb and lazy. This isn't the proud white Americans I grew up with. What happened to y'all? Focus all that energy on keeping black people down and got the rug pulled right from under you. This is a lesson to blacks and clears alike. Politics are not, and politicians are not for you. They're not for me. They're not for you. They damn sure ain't for me. But they now you're starting to see it's not for you neither. And see, we're in the age of Aquarius where things are being revealed. Okay. And everything that has been lied to, or we have been lied to about, is now coming back to be shown it was all a lie. Now, poor whites have always voted Republican, and it was the same effect for them that the blacks did on the Democrat side. Don't think that poor whites received anything under Republican rule, because they didn't. Republicans don't give a damn about poor people at all. Even though the Republicans were the party of black people until we were hijacked by the half and halves and the cosplayers, they've never been for the poor whites, just like the Democrats have never been for the poor blacks. It's all a scheme that Ty set up to get you to vote and get your energy into this stuff. I don't know if it's energy harvesting. I don't know what it is. But now we're starting to see the wool is being pulled over our eyes that this whole system is a bunch of bull for all of the poors, no matter what color you are. No matter what color you are, this game is rigged, and it's not rigged in your favor. So Vivek is over here talking about how we need to get more Indians. Elon is over here saying we need to get more Indians. So they want a bunch of scammers in here basically running the country in top positions. The Asians had the same problem. Listen, DEI, affirmative action, those were things that Black American ancestors fought for their people. It was hijacked by politics and politicians, and they turned it from freedmen to people of color and minorities that literally erased us from the process and from the game and big up the people of color and minorities. But then the people of color and minorities got played, because then they started realizing, wait a minute, we're not even benefiting. We stole it from the Negroes, and we're not even the ones benefiting. Now it's the white women who are benefiting. And it's a lot of white men going in saying they TSs and Gs and all of that. And L's and all that. The white people, it has always went back to the white people. And now the so-called people of color and minority people who stole it from our ancestors, now they're fighting for something that should really belong to us, because that's where it belongs. This is our stuff. And we watching them play tug of war over the stuff that our ancestors fought for. But let this be a lesson to Americans. I don't care what color you is on here. The game is rigged. It is not for you. They lied. Everything you've ever been told about politics is a lie. They lie about everything. If Black people thought that they were going to get a better deal out of this situation, jumping on the Republican side, you were fooled. Yes, you're going to benefit as a byproduct of some stuff, but nothing is going to be done specifically for you. For the poor clears who have been voting Republican this whole time, just simply because you're white and Republicans are white, you are no different from the Democratic plantation. You're on the Republican plantation. They're both plantations, both of them. Everybody got played. Congratulations, you played yourself. Everything you've ever thought about politics is a lie, and we're about to see that here soon. So I don't know why the Black Democrats are over there making jokes. Oh, I'm glad I want to sit this one and watch this. The Black people who voted Republican, y'all about to get played. But we were played under the Black Democrats too. We were playing under the Democrats too. So you don't get to point the finger. A dime lemon crashing out. Oh, this is fucking crazy. Oh, this is good. I can't wait to see this. This is what y'all get. Y'all, first of all, I didn't vote, so it don't bother me. But for the people who did decide to switch up your vote, you still did the right thing, because something had to shake over there on that plantation. But my thing is, don't jump on this plantation thinking you're gonna get a better deal. Everything you've been told about politics is a lie. It's all a lie. It's all fake. Everybody got played. Poor clears and poor Negroes. It's survival at this point.
It's survival. Survival. I had somebody somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
I hope we are figuring this part out. I really do hope we start to figure that part out, okay? Because it don't matter which side you went to, everybody got played. You get it? Now, let's move on. Now, allegedly, I didn't say it. They say Jay-Z around here messing with the blogs. Now, we do know Rock Nation has had a history, allegedly, of harassing people, allegedly. It has been alleged that, what's the horsey girl? Meg Thee Stallion uses Rock Nation to bully and harass. It has been alleged Tory Lanez got him silenced, got him all his amendments and all of that taken away because they have all of these things. And there was this blog, they have the position to do so. But there was this blogger, I've seen his channel before. I'm about to get him up here. This blogger named, wait, before we move on to that, hold on. I need to ask y'all about this. Put a pin in that. I need to ask y'all about this right quick. Y'all remember Olivia? G-Unit First Lady? Remember she was on Love and Hip Hop, New York? Y'all remember Olivia? She used to be in a video, but she ain't never say nothing. I never paid attention to West Coast beats, right? And I remember Game was beefing with 50. I remember it, but I didn't really pay attention to it. They said that Game got into it with 50 and said that Olivia was a man. Did you put a one in the chat if you knew that? I had no clue. Did y'all know that? They said, and I got it on here. They said that Olivia, when Game got into it with 50, he said Olivia is a man and her peen is bigger than his. I had never heard that. Only thing I heard was, it ain't what I heard. You said you love me in December. That was about in December. I remember. That was a bop. I remember that. But I didn't know that. Girl, we got to go get it. Yeah, girl, did y'all know this? Where was my antennas? I never really paid attention to the game. I ain't going to lie. I never paid attention to the game. But Olivia was that girl. I remember she was on Love and Hip Hop. And Olivia was acting like she was better than the girls. Because Olivia was like, girl, I'm like a real like artist. Like, not like what y'all think. Like, I'm an artist. Hold on. Girl, I think I reposted it. Oh, somebody said that 50 Cent, that's another thing. We're going to get back to that. But hold on. I think I had reposted it. Somebody had said that Olivia was a man. Let me get it on my phone. I'm gonna show y'all the clip. I'm gonna show y'all the clip of. I'm gonna repost it from my phone so y'all can see it. So apparently, when Game did his diss to Olivia, he had said she a man and she got a thing bigger than his. I said, what? Nobody ain't told me about that now. Hold on. It's in these comments. Here you go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play it from here. I ain't even gonna repost it. Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up. Let me get Olivia back on here. Look at what he said, y'all. Look, maybe if I play it from my phone, it won't be a copyright. Look, hold on.
I'm gonna kill you. You better walk out the door. I can't. You ain't nothing but a low down.
Hold on.
With a great big dick like me. Bitch.
Look.
You ain't nothing but a low down dirty bitch. With a great big dick like me.
Did y'all hear that part before? He said, you ain't nothing but a low down dirty bitch with a great big dick like me. Look.
Dirty bitch. With a great big dick like me.
Y'all, I didn't know that part. I didn't know they said she was a TS. What? One more time. I didn't know they said she was a TS girl. I missed that part of the beef.
You ain't nothing but a low down dirty bitch with a great big dick like me. Olivia.
Blew me to smithereens. Now he beefing with 50 and said Olivia is a low down dirty bitch with a great big dick like me. What? I never heard that till today. I was today years old. Girl, what? How did I miss that Olivia was a TS rumor? Where was my antennas? I used to keep my ears to the street. How did I miss the Olivia TS rumor? Girl. Oh Lord, Jesus. This was a lot for me to take in. You know what I mean? This was a lot for me to take in. And look at somebody else posted and said, 50 Cent's artist Olivia, let's get it on here. 50 Cent's artist Olivia was the reference for Beyonce's aesthetic to launch her solo career in the early 2000s after her Afro Mama Jamma Bighorn debut fizzled. It says she switched to bleached blondes, bronze, and belly rings like Olivia. 50 knew no woman was allowed to compete due to Jay's power. So what they're saying is Olivia was only Olivia until they needed Beyonce to come up. Look. And they put receipts on here. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. It has been alleged that girl has taken a lot of people aesthetics. So we're not gonna act like this is something new. They say she took from A. Marie. They say she took from everybody, girl. Aaliyah and everybody. So I don't know what's going on. But I didn't say it. This is what they said. They say she went from Afro Mama Jamma to it ain't what I heard. You said you love me in December. Nah, I don't know. I wasn't there. I was there, but Beehive, don't drag me. I didn't say it. This is what they said. I didn't say it. But it do give them tease. But Olivia, put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Olivia might have been a TS. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that's cap. The industry do some weird stuff. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Olivia was a TS. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that's cap. All right, more people think it's cap. I ain't gonna lie. It was a time. Remember they was putting the TSs in the videos and we ain't know? Girl, let's move on. I don't know. He said she got a great big dick, so I don't know. Let's move on. So now let's get into this blogger, y'all. Somebody said Beyonce initial style was giving T.S. Madison tease. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Jesus. Y'all is ruthless. Let's get into this right quick. Huh? Yeah, you want me to drive my car? All right. So look, let's get into this. So what's the blogger name? I've been on his channel before. Hold on, let me get him up here. It has been alleged that Jay-Z is threatening the bloggers, and this man had receipts on his channel. Let me get him on here. Here you go, Ratchet TV.
Last night.
Hold on. Let's get Ratchet TV up here. He's gonna explain that he was getting phone calls that were messing with his live, allegedly. This is what Ratchet TV said. He said he was being harassed, and it was by Jay-Z and Roc Nation and them, because he's covering the Roc Nation Jay-Z lawsuit type of things or whatever. Now, it has been alleged in the past that they were doing that they were going around asking people what they talking about. I don't know this to be a fact. This is what was alleged, okay? Now, Ratchet TV, I've been on his channel before. He got on here and was playing a playback of him talking to Tony Busby and, some other stuff about how Jay-Z and Roc Nation is allegedly harassing him and trying to get, messing with his channel, okay? I don't know this to be a fact. I'm just telling you what they said. Now, we're going to get into him playing some of the playbacks, and we're going to talk about that. Regardless of how we feel about the blogger, I don't have no feeling about him. I don't really watch him that much. But A lot of people in the chat saying they don't like him. I don't know. I don't know nothing about him. But ultimately, he's alleging that Jay-Z is doing something to him. So I don't have a bias either way or the other, but I want to get into what he said. I saw this and want to talk about it. Let's get into it, y'all. Get the likes up on the video.
I don't know who it is. Like last night, see, I'm a content creator. I do YouTube videos, and I was on live last night. So while I'm on live, my live just starts messing up, and it just kept going out. And my whole stream was like, "Hey, your live froze. Your live froze." So then I get a phone call while my stuff is messing up. I get a phone call, and it's from a number. I don't know whose number it is at first. It's a New York number. And after I did a Google search on the New York number, it came back to Alex Spiro and his law firm. And so I had 2 missed calls from them, and then my live just kept messing up. And I got a text message from a New York number, a Manhattan number, and it said, "Shift the focus back to Diddy." Hold on, matter of fact, let me read the message for you. This is exactly what the message says in my phone. It says,
And the message in your phone, was that text to you?
yes, it was text. It says, "Stop speaking on my name and keep the attention on Diddy. I can do more than stop your live. That's just a taste of my power." And then I proceed to get like 100 blocked calls back to back to back. This would not stop calling me blocked until 5:30 this morning.
How many followers do you have?
164,000.
All right. Now, when he says that he said, "Take the topic off of me," I'm like, okay, now I don't think Jay-Z would be that stupid to be like, "Take the topic off of me." But neither here nor there. He's on the phone saying that he's getting threatening calls and text messages from Rock Nation. They were messing with his live. They were cutting his live out or the things of that nature. Again, I don't know if it's true. Somebody said it is true that he was in the Discord where he showed receipts. But ultimately, he's a blogger and he's alleging that Jay-Z is messing with his live, Alex Spiro, and all those stuff. Now, let me say this. Rock Nation allegedly has had a history, allegedly, of bullying people through Rock Nation. Allegedly. I'm saying allegedly. This is what they said. But ultimately, he's trying to come up and say, "Hey, this is what they're doing to me specifically." Now, my thing was, why wasn't he on the phone with YouTube? Number one. Number two, let me also say this. Yes, celebrities do have the reach to mess with your social media. I do hope you know that. Celebrities absolutely have the reach to mess with your social media. If a celebrity don't like what you're saying or want you off of there, they will get you off of there. Okay? He has another video I want to show y'all. Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
This morning.
How many followers do you have?
164,000.
Okay, and so the number that said that to you, stop speaking on my name, that number came back to Alex Spiro?
Oh, no. That wasn't Alex Spiro. That number came back to, I would have to go back and I can't remember what name that name came back to.
And have you been reporting on the P. Diddy and Jay-Z cases?
Yes.
Okay, so you've been following them all?
Yeah, I've been covering this the whole way.
And so you've only started to encounter issues when you were speaking about Jay-Z?
Correct.
Okay, so you weren't getting these types of messages related to Combs as much?
And I've never gotten contacted about P. Diddy or Sean Combs. Never. It was just this. No.
Okay, I'm going to send all this to the attorney to take a look.
All right.
5:30 this
We got
morning.
one more receipt to show.
Big no. And then you did witness intimidation. Now you just made me a witness in this case. You've just made Ratchet TV a witness in your own case. That's what you did. That's how fucked up. That's what you did. So no matter what you do now, I'm gonna forever do this. I'm not Jaguar Wright. I'm not her. That ain't me. I ain't finna just get up here and play with you. We're not finna go do no tit for tat and I want your attention. No. I got your attention and you got mine. Let's play. Let's get to this one. This is the one right here.
Is it Greg or Gregory?
Greg. It's Greg. You can call me Greg.
Okay. So I got a little bit of information about what's going on. I don't have a whole lot of time right now because I'm about to have to run out to catch a plane, but I wanted to touch base, get an overview from you, and then I'll have more time tomorrow to discuss in greater detail. But why don't you tell me what's going on?
Well, last night I have been covering the whole Diddy case. I've been talking about Diddy for about a year or so. And just here recently, I picked up on the Jay-Z situation. I'm a YouTuber. And as I was on live last night, I get my stream starts getting interrupted. And it happened like a few times. And then as it was getting interrupted, I was getting phone calls from a 212 area code. So I was on live and I was asking everybody, like, where's 212? And we all came up with the conclusion it was Manhattan, that area. So I was like, okay, let me look up where Rock Nation is. Something just told me, like, let's look up Rock Nation. And I looked it up and it was right there in the vicinity of where the phone call was. So then I go, okay, let me just Google the number they called me. So I Googled the number and then it comes up as Quinn. I can't remember the last name, but it was
Emmanuel.
Quinn. It was Quinn Emmanuel. He already knew who I was talking about. So let's stop it right there. I couldn't remember the name off the top of my head.
All right. So he is alleging, like I said, that he's getting threatening messages and calls from Jay-Z, and he's able to trace the numbers back to them. I don't know if this is true. Like I said, I've heard other people say that they've been getting their lives messed with, and they've been getting contacted by what is supposed to be supposedly Rock Nation, not necessarily Jay-Z, but definitely Rock Nation. What y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe him. Put a 2 in the chat if it's Katt. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe him. Put a 2 in the chat if it's Katt. Now let me say this. I do know as a blogger that yes, celebrities watch our channels, right? Celebrities watch our channels. If y'all think there's 1,300 people in the live and not one celebrity right now, you're foolish. You're sad. They absolutely watch our channels. And some celebrities will reach out to bloggers, and if you say something, they will reach out in the back chat or in the DM and be like, "Yo, like that ain't what it is." Do I think that high-level celebrities have people paying attention to us bloggers? Absolutely, because we are the new media. We are the new media. We are the new media. But ultimately, this whole thing of him possibly being contacted is possible. I don't know if it's true, but it's possible. Because they do watch the blogs. They do. I know a lot of people won't believe that, but they absolutely watch the blogs. They know that we are the new media, and they know that we shape the narrative. If it don't come out the blogs, nobody want to hear it. See, it was a time that it had to be, if it was true, if it was on the news. Now, if the blogs don't talk about it, it don't exist. Okay. Now people have history with him. I'm seeing in the chat. Somebody said he adding a little razzle dazzle. He might be adding a little razzle dazzle. You know how people do. But a lot of people might have a history and be biased because of that. And that's normal. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't believe him because it's him. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he had a history with them to make them feel like he capped. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But what I do know is it's possible. Is it probable? But it's possible for sure. Now, why he's calling Tony Busby and not YouTube, I don't understand. Maybe he did call YouTube. Maybe one of y'all was in the chat. But I would have been talking to YouTube. What Tony Busby gonna do for me? Maybe he's just trying to give him the tea. So like, be like, hey, this is another thing you could use. Like, I don't know. I've been keeping my ear to the street with the Jagala situation. She over there still dragging on AT2. I got to go back and watch his channel. He beefing with Sherelle's World. This whole thing has become a cluster, and I think it's done on purpose. I do. I really do. But with that being said, y'all, I don't know if it's true, but keep your head on the swivel. If we hear anything else, we definitely will report on it. But I got to get off here. But before we get off here, we're going to roll it back one more time. My baby birthday today. She turned 22 years old. I'm about to roll out the birthday song. I'm going to drop that. Y'all put them cakes in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I got to get off here and get up into the city. But I got to get off here. Y'all drop them cakes in the chat for my child. It's her 22nd birthday today. We celebrating all day. It's up. Stop acting crazy. And then I'm going to get off of here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Like the video if you haven't already. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Bye, y'all. Happy New Year's Eve and Happy New Year. I'll see y'all in the morning. Peace. What a birthday song. Bye, y'all. Happy birthday, Suge. I love you.
you. The voice of the beat. You know what I want. Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.